games as a service, what it will look like in the future, I can't predict. What are the areas that you really need to focus on as a developer or publisher is really going to be around capital, right? In the past, people have always been funded enough to get the game launched. Now I think people are getting the right picture that a lot of times games have failed because their funding only got them to launch. And how many times are games late? Almost every game's late, right? So boom, they run out of money. Now people are more well capitalized. So I think you're going to see people nowadays who've learned that experience of not having enough money coming to the table more well capitalized. So I think there's a money side. I think from a platform side, games as a service, there's going to be a need where there's going to be more games. It's going to get more competitive. I think, during the times of 2003 where, not many, MMOs were out there. I mean, WoW was killing it because there wasn't really any competition back then. I think now with so many different games and a lot of them being free, there's a lot more competition. So from a publishing platform side, I think cost of user acquisition is very, very important. So that's another area where games as a service in the future is going to change and be a really, really focal point of that. I think operations is another key point. I think a lot of games in the past have failed not only because of capital, but because of operations. They didn't have the experience to know that we had to constantly update the game. We needed a support staff. We needed, billing was so important in all this. So I think the industry is maturing. I think there have been a lot of great companies who provide very niche products into solving these. I think it's really the focus around capital, platform, user acquisition, and operations is really, you're going to see a lot of movement in those areas.